Hello, Sir Kiefer. What it up, you? Golden Goose and Rando the Citizen is back. You like the Leo on the left? This cat right here? That's old Lio Kid. And thanks, Golden Goose. Yeah. This is Thy King. We got Centerfold is Leowulf. And then we got Lio Kid as the little cat. And yeah, and I'm like super blue here. Let's see. I guess that's not gonna... Nothing's gonna get more blue. Or more white. I guess that's the best I can get right there. Y'all hear me okay? No, you're handsome, Adon. Sir Andrew. Whew. That might have been loud. Yeah, Leo Kid has definitely become like the front man of everything. Um, this is actually the main frontman Lao Kid's dad. So this is this whole little dude here. Goes all the way up into Thy King, and Thy King is like the reigning champ, king dude of the region that the story is going to take place for the campaign setting of what I'm developing here. But yeah, so this is a dude that's been through the rough of it all and basically trying to get his son on the right track, and that's where the main character, he's, you know, the typical kind of like Naruto protagonist, is what this dude's son more or less is like. Slacker king. This guy ain't the slacker, this is the serious dude. Hence the black pants. Business. What's up, Hannah? Do some experiments here. Yeah, so I've actually ordered the first short little run that's going to be for like a beta test release here where I'm at in San Antonio. It's going to be hosted by a shop called Heroes Hideout, owned by my good friends. Um, and so that's going to be the first little release of it. I have like 300 boxes or 300 structure decks and out of 6 different decks. So there's 50 of each different type of deck. And so those will be available in the summer. They're supposed to come in between like a window of July or June 25th and July 12th. And so once I get them, then I'll have like a hard set date. And I will have some more to kind of give away and spread throughout the world. Yeah, I dig the color palette too. This over here, this whole little like sun red that like kind of fades into like a, I don't know, like maroon in his mane, just like mwah. What I'm trying to do right now, and kind of failing at, is trying to figure out if I should put this leg to where it's more tucked and sticking out here. Because originally I had a sketch of a small foot kind of extending back there, and then whenever this paw, or this arm paw leg came over it, it just kind of like covered up the initial sketch of that leg. But I think it needs to be a little bit more forward like this one, just kind of more back behind that. So just trying to find that shape. And I might steal it from this. Yeah, for sure, man. Get yourself one of them structures. That might be it. Yeah, Rando. Um, I'm liking the double feet. I like this fade right here. I don't know if that's registering the way that I'm seeing it, to where it gives the illusion that it's further back there, but the whole pose, I don't know what I'm going to really do for the background just yet, but the pose itself makes me feel like it's a freaking lion jumping off of like a quarter pipe at a skate park. So that might be what's in the background. Felipe Verde. There is a lot of different bell ringings. I would say Sir Carlo. Hey, Echo. Yeah, man. All good. This video is more smooth from what I've been told, because the first one, it was running at 60 FPS and was like clicking, like jumping every second. And so hopefully this is smooth, everyone can hear the music and all that stuff. I watched it like the first second, and then Chelsea was talking to me, and honestly, dude, sorry, talking to Echo, sorry, I did not finish watching the whole video. I need to watch the video. Send me a link through Facebook, and I will watch it tonight. Promise. Ooh. I know you're not a Don, because Don was on here, and he's got his freaking name, because he's all fancy and famous, like a celebrity. I'd have to say you're Rico Suave, right? I'm liking this fade here, but what do y'all think? You think that green, maybe the blue, maybe a lighter blue? Kind of gives the illusion that there's some light bouncing off that back lid. Oh, okay. Rico Suave. You ain't Winston, are you? Or is this all... Is this all, Nah. I'm not too sure. Thanks, man. Yeah. Some of my favorite characters I've designed for this game. Colder from Winston. Is it colder because Winston's white? I just realized how white the name Winston is too. And then the fact that like Winston is friggin' redneck as heck. And I do like the blue. On the right track with not being white. So, every other race and 80% of Monahans. Out of our close group. Do you skate? Brother's age. Is this freaking Darian? Warmer with Darian. Okay. My brother's age. Not Darian. Skateboards. I guess that, yeah, Darian wouldn't count because he's dumb. It'd be hilarious if you're actually Darian and you're just trying to like throw me off track and I just called you dumb. I hope he hears this because I love that he's dumb. Okay, so you show him the clip later. So obviously, you got the hookups with Darian. To talk trash about him. And my brother's age. We're all my brother's age now. Like, we're all just like within 2-3 years. I can't remember where everyone's grade was. Can I buy another vowel? See you later, Echo. We used to come visit you. In prison? Really close with Darian, brother from another mother. Is this Patrick? Oh. Let's see. Me and Chewie were basically vagabond hobos, so like, there's a lot of people we visited. ABC! Oh! What's up, dude? You still chewing ABC gum? That hint was a little too on the nail right there. Boltums! I've been good, man. How about you? Wait a minute. So you're not ABC. You're not JJ. Edwin's brother. Awesome. Have you been making Beyblade videos? I've kind of been out of the Beyblade loop recently, Boltums. I've been working on my board game project, which is this artwork stuff now. Woo! I knew it, Rico. Or should I say ABC? I knew it from the very beginning. Oh, dang. I guess that makes sense. ABC, I will always remember your nickname because that was like the coolest thing ever. Like eating gum, like already been chewed off of the park benches at Hill Park. It's gonna stick forever. Like I know maybe I might have made that part up and I was just like messing with you, but in my head, you really do eat already been chewed gum off the park benches, and it's your favorite thing in the world, and I will always remember that nickname. And Boltums. So this project that I'm working on now, it's called CybrFate, and it's way more than what I think I bargained for. But I actually got funding for it for like I guess I've been for like the last 8 months been working on it with funding, and it's a 2-month project and trying to get it big enough to where I can put it on Kickstarter and it not just be a dud. But it's a TCG tabletop game, and when I say the fusion of the TCG tabletop, it has a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons aspects to it because it works on a hex grid system, and then you play cards. The whole like thing started from a Digimon like video game concept that I just kind of pitched out there and people liked it, and then as I went along with like following how this would work, it turned into, hey, why don't I make my own monsters? And then, hey, I can't build a freaking video game by myself, but maybe I could do a board game. And that's where I'm at. And these characters here are Lyokid, Leowulf, and King. They're based around the frontman of the whole game thing, which is a Lyokid, that he's a little bit more like young, spunky. And yeah, it's you're a player and you have your partner Fate, and my like battle with Digimon is, or my struggle with Digimon and all their games is that they're just Pokemon. It's a monster collector game. It doesn't have like a partner focus, even though the Digimon anime is very partner focused. And so I came up with a rule set that kind of makes it to where you're playing with your partner. And then I have like a whole little analog kind of AI system that makes it to where your partner functions on its own outside of you trying to manipulate it and go for the win cons. Rico, I will eat ABC anything. Already been chewed. It just helps with the digestion. So it doesn't matter if it's gum or not. Like, swallow the gum after it's already been chewed, and then it digests perfectly. People always say it gets stuck. Thanks, Boltums. Nuts! I would join aside from all my work, and then me and my family are prepping to go on a trip to Washington, and that's my big vacation here soon. It is gonna be rad because I haven't been to Washington since I think I went with my friend Matt, and that was freaking amazing. Fell in love with that country, or that part of the country slash country, I guess. Mount Rainier is my mountain. And good to see you too in the digital realm. Just, I guess I don't see you, but I see your Rico Suave ABC. So I guess it's good to see words that I assume are you and not some AI that's kind of brain scanned me and assumed all the things that you would have said in order to get me to figure out that it's you. Are you you, or are you an AI? An NI? No intelligence? Or pneumatic? Night, dude. Do so. It's gonna be rad. They're so far this summer, probably in July, more than likely. There's going to be 6 different fates. Lio Kid, which is based around this line. Nobi, who's like a little goblin knight, Sleep, who's like a little clergy sheep, and Augie, who's based off of Agumon from Digimon, Wolf, who's based off of Gabumon from Digimon, and then Buglet, who's based off of Tentamon from Digimon. A lot of people also compare him to Metabee from Metabots. Cool. I haven't been on Instagram much recently. I've been kind of focused on all of this and getting stuff like put together rather than focusing on my social medias, but now I'm obviously trying to build those things out more to where people can see pretty cool stuff. But yeah. Night, Ultims. You will be added. I gotta get on the thing. I think I gotta download the app again. So I will, once I download the app, I will add you back. Natural intelligence. Woo! Does that click whenever the mic drops? Does that like blow up on y'all's side? Banthatha? Is that who you're thinking about, ABC? Banthatha. He's got a little bit of Banthatha vibes. Just like overly jacked. He's got an axe. He's all Viking. So, the players within this story, I've based a few of them off of characters from that story, and I'm not fully decided yet if the universe is going to be the same, but ultimately I'm hoping that this will become big enough to where I can use that to fund doing the comic book, because I want to get that Safe Side story done. I've had too many people that I've told the whole story to, or bits and pieces of the story to, that just say it's too good not to be out there in the world. And so at some point when I can actually get it done and know that it's going to be funded, I will do it. I'm trying to get more business sense in my artwork. I thought I did at some point. I'll draw you as a character for this because I'm gonna have a ton of player characters and there's gonna be like probably practice more punk rocker like offbeat designs for anime characters and stuff and comic character styles. There will probably be more human characters than there actually is fates for this game because I'm wanting people to just kind of have this player card and them to basically be at any point being able to have their most their own character or their own avatar in a sense. Now I can't make a player character for every single person in the world, but I'm gonna get dang close. Like 100. I'm gonna make your character eat gum. Like that's it, and that would be a superpower too. That he just like chews the gum, and he has the digestive tract to digest it, and there's the superpower. The greatest digestive tract of any human. For this game, I think in total it's been about 2 years, because two or three. The first concept that I had for it was when I was taking care of my grandmother in Monahans before she passed away, and I was bored, just sitting there waiting to do whatever she needed, and so I decided, hey, I'm bored, I'll make a board game. And so that was the first concept of the actual board game aspect of it. So the monsters are called Fates. I named them Fates after like fairies and fate. That fairy means fate in like Gaelic, and so um, that's that's the route that I took with naming them that. But as far as the amount of monsters, I think there is 24, 28 like base monsters, and then each one of those monsters has 4 other uh, level ups, or not 4, 3 other level ups. So in total, there's going to be around 100 plus different monsters. I think when I added it all up, because there's some that have like different variations, and um, some that are like a little less level ups, but like in a different aspect. It's complicated when it comes to saying the amount, but there's definitely going to be over 100. As far as what's coming in the structure decks that people will have available from what you can purchase once those are released, you will have your base monster, and then you get 2 other monsters in there that are your level 2 and your level 4. And those monsters, so I guess 3 times 6, you'll get 18 different monsters to have. Fates, 18 different fates. And then there's also promo cards that are released before that are like 15 different creatures, and they all have their level 2s. But the level 3 of them have level 2s that are the same. And so 30 minus 2, 28. So 28 different monsters. And that plus then the 3 top levels of the 6 top levels. So 34 right out of the gate as far as the summer. There will be 34 different monsters that people can possibly have playing the game. But when it gets a full release, as in the box set, like there will be over 100. Hit me with the hard questions. Keep your mind sharp, like Patrick, being a pinhead, like this. Walk around like a cone head. Yeah, I can do so. Let me, so here's these guys. And actually, these are not going to be available for anyone to play with, like these specific ones. But there is variations of these specific ones that are available. Like Thy King, there's one called True King, and then of course Leowkid. This Leowkid itself is called Free. This Leowulf itself is called Free as well. That's his name all the way through. But let me get in here. show you some other fates. Collecting a little batch here. Missed a lot, Hassan. The whole thing's done. Nah, we've just been chatting and doing the stuff, but I'm about to pull up some pictures of fates. That way peeps can see some of the fates you'll be able to get in the game. Something's up. I clicked on something. That one. So that's. Yeah, I've clicked on delinquent. So I got delinquent in here. Alright, so is this being seen? I'm not sure. Yeah, cool. Alright, so this guy is Aviant. He's my dodo bird. He's actually, so when I first put the group together, there was a guy that designed this dodo bird dinosaur thing. I thought it was freaking sick, and so I made my own version of a dodo bird dinosaur, and that's this guy. And yeah, there are holographics. Dasan actually has some of the promos right now. This is a goby. A goby is the goblin in the world, but this just happens to be the blue goby. You can tell a goby is blue, red, or yellow from its freaking scarf. Or sometimes it'll have like a handkerchief or a whatchamacallit, can't even think of it, bandana. Delinquent. This is Dasan's like level 2 design, and his level 1 is called Squid Kid, and I can't find him in my files right now, but he's in there. But yeah, this guy, hip hop dude. Then we got, this is called the Grimble Tank, and technically it's the level 2 of all the gobies, which we got, let's see, if I point this way, yeah, there we go. On the left side, even though I'm pointing to the right in my perspective, on the left side we got yellow goby, in the center we got red goby, and on the right side we got right side we got blue goby. But they're all on a Grimble tank, and so like it's kind of like you can level up into a Grimble tank from any color, and the Grimble tank takes on the color of whoever's piloting it. And then this is Leowulf, the one that like everyone will be able to get. This is like the main character's level 2. Red goby. He's like the stereotypical bad guy. There's going to be an alt art version of this named Kevin, and he's like the ultimate jerk. And like, so that's kind of the motto of the whole game, is like Kevin's a jerk. And so anytime you meet Kevin, you're just like, dude, this guy's a freaking jerk. And so yeah, that's spoilers, quote unquote. He's the first bad guy that you ever meet. And so it just kind of is a running joke through the whole thing that you'll keep running into Kevin, and he's just a freaking punk, freaking jerk. What do you mean, Dasan? They go full mad at level 2? Because they go all the way up to level 4. You just haven't got the juice Saul yet. And then this is Yuta. Yuta is Avion's level 2, and this is probably one of the most dangerous level 2s as far as the attack power that can be put out. He has a pretty low defense, but he has a ability to where he can trash cards from his hand that are technically being eaten, and if he eats it, he gets like +5 attack, which attack in this 10 attack power is like a fair attack. If you go to 15 to 30 attack power, that's like dealing something extra, like a bigger, badder boom from a skill card. And this guy can do it from just like a normal attack, which is typically hitting anywhere from max damage is, for most, is probably like 15 on a really good roll, because you roll a couple of dice on normal attacks. But yeah, this guy is just he's gonna hit you for 10 plus whatever his normal attack is. Yeah, Mad Max. This is the level 3 of a fate called Wolf. He's the whole like Were-Garurumon from Digimon like aim, as well as probably going to be the prime target for most furry people. This is Buglet. He's the Tintamon, and like I think it's because of his color scheme. Everyone just goes, "Oh man, that's Metabee from Metabots," and I'm like, "Okay, I guess." But yeah, I did take his color scheme from Metabee. I just added some red like little lamp things on his shoulders, like kind of like an inner tube, but then it has the little lights at the front. He's a lightning bug. He shocks people. His like fingers are plugins, and then on the back of his little inner tube light thing, there's a little plug back there too. And then we got Lake. Lake is one of the dragons. There's 3 dragons, one in each color. There's 3 colors within the game: red, blue, and yellow. Red is the aggressive, blue is the defensive / combo style, and then yellow is the more supportive. But they all have, the colors have kind of a rock, paper, scissors mechanic to them, that red can typically take out yellow, yellow can typically take out blue, and blue can typically take out red. So when you build your deck, you have to think about balancing to be able to manage dealing with your weakness, also leaning into what your strengths are, because you can gas yourself out if you don't play into your strengths as well. So it's kind of like a give and take when you build your decks. There is going to be like cards that are probably better in each color. However, with it being a tactics-based game, you can pull off some really interesting plays with cards that aren't meta. And that's really what I've tried to tackle with this game, is if something becomes meta, it's because it has a very hard weakness to whatever its counter is. And yeah, anyway, so this is Lake. Lake is one of the 3 dragons. He is the water dragon, so he kind of goes in a Leviathan route. And yeah, one of the cool things I like with him is somebody suggested that he had like a little kiddie pool that he dragged around. And I was like, that is like one of the coolest things ever. And so in his card art, and then now in his lore, whenever they're born and they turn into they're born and they're a Plu, which is like a little version of them. And then when they turn into Lake will actually take the water from where he's born, and his mother will push him away from whatever water that they're at because they're really territorial, and he will go find his own body of water that he will call his own, but he keeps all the water from his birthplace with him to pour into that area. And I just thought that was like a cool little lore thing. And this is Lagoon, which is his level 2. So getting more into the Leviathan look. Also, if you notice, this is like a more like Pokemon, Digimon-esque version of the Lugaricrux from Monster Hunter. And this was a request initially from my friend Josh, that wanted this Lugaricrux water dragon kind of design for his Pokemon campaign, for a Pokemon D&D campaign. And so I was like, I'm going to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, and asked if I could use this design. And what I did is I changed the horns, and I think I have a little bit different coloring difference than he does. And yeah, so I like the square horns. He didn't like the square horns. But Josh don't like all the things Philip likes. Philip likes crazy, stupid, weird things. Josh likes cool things. Anyway, so boop. This is Leo Thur, Leo, Lion, and Arthur smashed together. Yeah, so this is the level 3 version. the second candidate for the furry community to go ham on them. But he is the level 3 version of Leowkid, or the Leowulf is the level 2. But yeah, he gets all more warrior-esque and getting ready to step up into his place to be king. Leowkid! Leowkid is the main protagonist frontman of the whole thing. This one has a little ugly mug, I think, compared to the later design that I did of his dad, which he's been kind of remodeled himself in some other artwork that I have of him. Oh, wait, what are you saying? The son, love the lore drop. Yeah, there you go. Bam! Oh, yeah, Squid Kid. Yeah, no, Squid Kid, he is still the, like, eco dude in the sense that he eats the oil from the oil spills. So, yeah, still got the same lore with Squid Kid. But they, like, swarm oil rigs, too. So, like, if there's an oil spill, they're just, like, going nuts at an oil rig, and they're ravenous about oil, eating it. And so, yeah, they're still the, like, eco-friendly ocean cleaners, which is cool. This is Moondoggy. So this guy's a level 4. He's not going to be available until the box set comes out for everybody. But this is, like, my answer to Metal Garurumon not being... when you see Were Garurumon, and then he goes into Metal Garurumon, you're just like, oh, I'm disappointed. And this is my answer to that. Like, this to me, when you have a werewolf creature, and then he goes into, like, werewolf, punk, street brawler, cyborg, prosthetic leg dude, like, I think that's pretty rad. He looks more like a rocker than just some metal thing. And so, yeah, he has the iron mask. What are you saying, Dazan? Yeah, Squid Kid was originally a Digimon design for you, OC Digimon. But yeah, I love that design so much. I think he was one of them that my style started to come out more, and that's why I wanted him so bad. Is he just, like, screamed this, like, punker version of Digimon, and I loved it. But yeah, so Moondoggy, like, his whole thing is that he gets his face, like, ripped off whenever he's Brawler, which was that werewolf dude. He gets his face ripped off, so he has, like, this, like, ugly mug. So he starts wearing the mask, like the iron mask type thing. His tail gets ripped off while he has the, like, duct tape butt. And then the tail is actually braided into his mane. And then on his jacket, there's a little angry bunny on the back. And that's because he fathered a Beatrix, which is the bunny fate within the world. And so that's, like, a caveat to her. And then his legs are actually prosthetic. And I don't know if you noticed the character that I've had in the top right-hand corner. His name's Holland. They have the same boots. And that's just because I thought the boots were freaking fly. This is Mary Bell. She is the healer, lamb, shepherd, clergy member within the campaign setting, or within the game, I guess. She's the one that is primarily for healing and whatnot. You got Nobi, Edgelord King. He's a goblin. He is actually a gobi that became a knight because he wants to be noble, hence Nobi, Gobi, no longer Gobi, he's Nobi. And so, yeah, this is a blue version of Gobi, or blue version of Nobi, and he's the knight dude. He's gonna be probably one of the most, like, favorites of people in the fans, just from what I've been seeing and what people have been saying. And this is Noodle. Noodle's freaking cool. He is another one of the dragons. He is the red dragon, and so he starts out as like this salamander newt, and then he turns into a fire dragon, and it's gonna be freaking sick. But yeah, he has like this happy derpy face, but he's always just like brutally murdering things, even though he has a happy face on. Point squid. Yeah. And this is Mouse. And so Mouse is like totally given the movie 9. I think it was a Tim Burton movie. It was about like sack people. Like he totally has like those shapes and stuff. But I thought he was cool. And I thought it was cool that his quiver / backpack thing is like an energy drink on his back, as well as he's holding with his tail. And then this is Noble Crusader. He is the level 3 of Blue Nobi. And, as well, I guess I should say, I've been saying they are level 3s of certain fates and certain lines and everything, but it kind of has a Digimon influence to it as well, that anything can level up into anything else. It's kind of like they take on that skill, they've learned how to go into that form, and so they just turn into that form. And they're not limited to color or anything either. It just will activate a different aspect of that fate. And so, anyways, this is Noble Crusader. He's a level 3. He is like the top defender in like all of the game, more than likely. Has the highest defense capabilities. And this is Surge Beetle, level 3 of Buglet. He's cool. Level 4 of Leowulf. This is the Peak King. This is the that Thy King that I was working on, the Leowulf, and then the Thy King that was over on the right that I was working on. This is the original version, but technically this is the son of Thy King. And so he's like more into otaku because he's a weeboo like all of us. And yeah, so it's going to be pretty rad. Having a freaking lion otaku king whenever he reigns supreme. But yeah, he goes with the big old anime swords and stuff, so yeah. Azulki, which is the level 2 of Wolf, also of that Brawler Azulki, carries the hat on his shoulder because I just thought that was a cool little thing, like a nod to the fact that he's still wearing a cap. Just a cool wolf guy. He's the fastest fate in the game right now. And to give an idea of it, his minimum speed is a 4, and the maximum speed he can have is a 9, and the maximum speed an average fate can have is a 6, because he gets a 3 speed boost. And this is Melon. Melon is the yellow dragon of the 3 secret dragons. And yeah, so he's probably, I think, going to be the favorite of all the dragons for most people, just because he has the more classic dragon shape. If you look closely at him and his like color design and some of his shape, I based him off a dragon from, I think it was a game called Dragon Age or Dragon Guard, something like that. But I thought it was a really cool dragon design, and I put it into this. And as he goes up, he turns into Fafnir. And is it Fafnir? Fafnir, the golden dragon from Norse mythology. But yeah, that's what he's leaning towards. He has like a little villain-esque personality to him, is what I see. Let's see if there's... No. So that's it right now. And no more there. Anyways, I've been streaming for a little while. I think I'm gonna call it a quits, and I might be back Saturday or so. I think I am heading out of town and won't be back till Friday night. So I might do a little stream on Saturday. But I thought this was a fun little guy to put together and kind of show people a little bit more of CybrFate. Hopefully I'll have some more instructional videos and stuff that kind of goes into the lore to bring people into it a little bit more. But yeah. Anyways, peace.